Okay, I'm going to make note of a couple things to add on to your optimizing nutrition goals. One of them is, so let's just reiterate what I said before. You want to have high quality food, you want to eat it within a timed eating window, and you want to balance it and eat it in the best order for insulin control, which is vegetables first, protein and fat second, and then your carbs last if you so choose to eat them. So on top of that, it's important to get enough omega-3 fatty acids in your diet to balance out your omega-6 fatty acids. And typically all Americans are really overly high in your omega-6s and low in your omega-3s. But your omega-3s are essential for brain health, hormonal health, and that ratio of omega-3s to omega-6s is key when it comes to optimal bodily function. So that's a goal. If you don't like fish, to eat it 2 to 3 times a week, then it's important to get a supplement that will fill in that gap. Shaklee has a couple really good ones. One is from algae and one is a fish oil supplement. And then Carlson Labs has a really good liquid lemon flavored cod liver oil that I also use sometimes. And then, so you've got your omega-3s that you're making sure you hit. Like I said, eating fish 2 to 3 times a week or supplementing with a fish oil. There's also the factor of making sure you get all of your multivitamins and minerals, your essential ones that you need. I'm a big fan of making sure you get your multivitamin and mineral supplement every single day. You can eat it in a powdered form, a liquid form, or a tablet form. And Shaklee has some really good options and they are not expensive. We're talking $25 for 2 months supply of a really good high quality multivitamin and mineral. And your body needs all of the building blocks that are essential. If you're not going to be able to perfectly balance out your diet, it's just one of the smartest things you can do for your health. So we covered that. And now let's cover amounts of greens and cruciferous vegetables and fermented foods and amounts of nuts and protein. So let's do this quick. First of all, feeding your microbiome should be another one of your top goals. So you're wanting to balance out your omega-3s and omega-6s by adding the fish. Now, secondly, you're going to want to add fermented foods to your diet every day. Either 2 tablespoons of kimchi or sauerkraut or a half a cup of organic grass-fed kefir that's plain that you can sweeten with stevia, but that would be ideal, 1 serving every single day. Then you want to make sure you get 3 cups of greens in every single day. You want to make sure you get in 3 cups of cruciferous vegetables in every single day. And I like to have my salad with my greens for lunch with my high quality protein source of either high omega-3 eggs, pastured eggs that are hard boiled, or I'll add chicken that I cooked for the week, or I add my fish, or I add a beef patty, maybe a hamburger. But I eat my salad first and I always top it with my healthy oils, which is the olive oil, either my apple cider vinegar or lemon juice, and spices. Okay, dinner is usually, again, my roasted vegetables or a vegetable medley or a stir fry with those cruciferous vegetables I mentioned, which are broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage. And then I try to add in really good prebiotic vegetables like mushrooms and onions, which are really important for brain health and cognitive function. In fact, a study done in Indonesia just proved that if you eat 2 cups of mushrooms, even just the simple little button mushrooms every single week, you can virtually be like Alzheimer's disease free for the rest of your life. Like, it was that significant, the study. It just showed that that's all you need to prevent that disease, and who doesn't want to prevent Alzheimer's? So I'm adding mushrooms to just about everything now. And as far as protein portions, make sure you don't overconsume protein because you'll end up getting insulin spikes from overconsuming protein. You only need a couple servings a day. Typically, if you want the exact ideal ratio for your body weight and size and bone structure, then look in our book. But typically most women are good with 2 like fist sizes of protein a day, and we don't really absolutely need that much, but you know you'll benefit from that. You absolutely need at least a 20-gram portion of protein every single day, but you'll do really well if you add more, just because protein is the first and most important nutrient. Even though all these other things are all important too, protein is really should be the most important thing that you think about to build and rebuild new tissues. You need high quality protein. So I think I covered it all. For beans, let me just add a quick note about beans. Beans should be soaked and cooked in a pressure cooker to eliminate some of the hard to digest lectins in them. And speaking of lectins, I'll have to talk about that on a different video.